Vishal Deeplal. I'm very excited this evening to be on the chat. Thank you very much for having me. I think there's nothing better than questions because we learn so much from people about questions because there's always so many amazing answers. So, question this evening is going to be, what is your definition of integrity and do you have it? I'm going to kick it off by answering the question myself. Integrity to me is morals and values. And do I have it? And I always say yes. It's about my personal morals, my personal goals, and where I want to take myself. And at the end of the day, if I know that I am being true to myself, that is my own integrity to myself. Doris, I'd love to know what's your take on it.
Yes, I loved what you said, Rishad. It really resonates with me because I think it's definitely the morals and values. For me too, it's like an onion, when we peel an onion, and that is telling your truth. So part of integrity for me too is to tell my truth, even if it might hurt someone unintentionally or maybe not be what others want to hear. But as long as I'm telling my truth and get to the core for myself, most of all, but then being able to share that truth with others and keeping my word and honor that way.
I love that, Doris. I love the way you said peeling of the onion. That is so amazing and so true. Genevieve, yourself?
Well, I think integrity, it's actually, I would explain about the state of being whole and undivided. So, when you feel that you're true to yourself, you're fully there, it comes with integrity. It has to come, right? With that. Otherwise, you are divided. You know what's wrong. You know we shouldn't be there. You know that little voice in your head is going like crazy. And then when it's peaceful, you're undivided, you're fully present, it comes with integrity. So if I have integrity, I would say yes. I would also say sometimes I battle with myself, with my own integrity, because I'm much better with other people than myself. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to do that hike. I'll do it tomorrow. Once in a while I do this, and I'm saying it like I'm totally honest, and I like to talk about the real things, because I'm sure we all have this conversation with ourselves sometimes, but it's also something then with life you always have to work on and to realign yourself with over and over.
I love that, Genevieve. So true, so true. Teriyaki, tell me about what is your belief on integrity? Do you have it?
Do I have it? I think maybe I should, in order to respond, maybe I should ask the other people, do you think that I have integrity? Because sometimes, people fantasize. We believe that we are something that we are not. So we can say that we are wherever, and we can pretend that we are wherever. But I think the people that are close to us, they'll be the one that they will be like, ground you. Be like, hey, get where you're supposed to be. If I have integrity, for me, integrity is to speak up, to say my opinion that is genuine and honest, and it always has something good to say. Because in ancient Greece, there is a phrase, a quote that says, when you want to say something, first you need to do some questions. Is it helpful? Is it going to make the other person better? And what is the use? So if it's something that has to do with these three questions, just don't say, don't think, don't analyze, just forget. This is the integrity that I try to carry on, express my opinion according to these three questions. And I always have my family, when I lose my integrity, because we all lose it, we become mean, become jealous, we sometimes want to lie, everybody has it. I have my family just to put me in my place. Hey, wake up, this is not you. That's from me.
I love that. I love that. It's about just knowing sometimes you need to realign yourself, and remember the vision of integrity. Yes. Siobhan, I'd love to hear from you.
Well, I don't have any integrity, so I can't say anything. No. I thought that was so weird at the end of the question. And do you have any? And, it's actually surprising and refreshing to hear the honesty of most times I do, right? Because that's honesty. And, I would add to my definition of integrity, and I agree with what everybody has said, but there's also an element of accountability or owning your stuff. And I remember years ago, I made this huge mistake at work and I was mortified And, there were two ways I could have dealt with it, right? I could have pointed at other people on the team. I could have found some, some leeway into where it wasn't totally all my fault. And, it wasn't 100% my fault. But in the end, my integrity said, I have to own this as my mistake and carry on from here. And, that kept my integrity, my morals in line. And, I may have gone home and drank a bottle of wine after that. Is that integrity? I'm not sure, but at least I didn't drink and drive. But that's sort of my take on it all, Vishad. And how about you? You answered already. You said already.
Yeah,
I think
that's
I'm
already
wrapping
said.
this. Everybody's spoken, so I think I'm wrapping this up. But what I do want to say, if you're watching this, and ask yourself, did you find a definition of integrity maybe in anything that what we said, and share below your definition of integrity. And if you think someone in your life needs to hear this, press that share button and send it on their way. Thank you all for watching, and we have been the Chat TV. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.